fall. Something that I love about fall is, of course, the Halloween themes. Woo! This is part 1 of 2 videos that I'll be making, just because, so yeah. So I thought it would be a good idea to maybe recommend and introduce to you a couple themed, in a more Halloween scary way? I don't know. Let's get into it. Yeah! So I'm gonna start out with TV, because who doesn't like TV? So the first TV series I'm going to talk about is called Vampire Heaven. I think it came out this year. It's a Japanese drama, and it's about, I don't know, 12 episodes or so. This is a vampire-themed show. What? So if you are into vampires, I guess you can watch this. I don't know. I am not, but I thought I'd throw this in here. It's about 2 girl vampires that are crazy pretty. One's name is Sakurako and the other is Komachi. The third character is Hayato, and that's a guy. He's a human. I don't know, maybe some love sparks between one of them or all 3. Some J-pop idol group is in the beginning, and I find it kind of random and weird. Definitely a lighter, sillier take on, a scary vampire theme. So if you're not really into something too scary, you can check this out. Vampire Heaven. Gotta say, in the last few months we've been lucky. If you still haven't seen Who Are You or The Master's Son, check those out, because that is definitely a spooky theme for Halloween. I also have a review, so I'm gonna just put that right up here so you can always click, I guess, if you want. The next TV series I would like to introduce to you is called Ghost Hunt. This is a little different. This is an anime, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of anime, but I thought I would add this in here because it's a little different, and I didn't mind this one as much. It's based on mini novels, like just a little series, which was then created into a manga, and then now, it's an anime. It has several characters in it. It has a monk, spiritual medium, a high priestess, a Catholic priest, and then just these other people that I don't know what they are. They form this group called the SPR, the Shibuya Psychic Research Center. Kind of like Scooby-Doo, where they go out and they try and solve the mysteries and, try and figure out why these strange occurrences are happening. Most of the time it's ghosts. The feeling that I get from this show is, like, some of the time it feels like I'm watching like a paranormal investigation. This anime was okay. My 2 favorites are the one in the mansion, and then the other one is with a doll. So the next thing we're going to talk about are films. I'm going to recommend to you a couple films that I have seen and enjoyed, pretty much. So the first one I'd like to recommend to you is called Chilling Romance, or another title for it is called Spellbound. The 2 main characters are Sonye Jin and Joong-ki. It's about this magician who teams up with this lady who can see ghosts. Basically, they fall in love. It's pretty good. I would probably give it a 3.5 or a 5 if I were to rate it. It's not crazy scary, but it does have those elements, spooky editing and effects, so yeah. I didn't hate it. Next one I'm going to introduce to you is another Korean film. It's called Killer TOON. That came out this year, and actually pretty recent. I think it came out this summer. I don't know. But it's kind of like this thriller, horror, crime, solving crime kind of thing movie. Stars Lee Si-young, who you may be familiar with from several dramas that she has been in. It's not too scary, but it does have a lot of scary elements. What I totally enjoyed was the artwork and kind of almost animation. What is it about? It's about this kind of famous webtoon artist who finds out that her comics and the stories that she's depicting are actually foretelling some real murders. If you're kind of into comics and you're kind of into scary murder mystery, I guess, whatever, there you go.
You know, I gotta recommend you guys don't watch these things at night in your room alone. I'm not good with scary things to begin with. Watching all of these kind of made me scared.
The final film that I'm going to be introducing to you for this first video is called A Werewolf Boy. This is not scary. If you're not into scary movies, but you still want to, watch something in celebration of Halloween in some way, I would totally recommend to you A Werewolf Boy. It stars Joong-ki, Park Bo-young, and Yoo Yeon-suk. I loved it. And honestly, I'm going to recommend this to you even if you like scary movies and, who cares? It's a fantasy romantic film, I guess. It's about this girl who has to move out into the country due to her health, and her family is struggling a little bit just due to the change, and she befriends this really odd boy who you get to find out a little bit about. And you know what? Click out of this. Go watch it right now. I really loved it. I thought it was a beautiful story. In terms of the relationships and the story, it has a similar feel to Edward Scissorhands, Warm, nostalgic, lovely, wonderful acting. So that was part 1 of my Halloween recommendations, I guess. Whatever. If you're interested in any of those, I'm going to put a few links down in the description bar. And I guess if you've seen any of these, let me know what you think. Have a nice day, and part 2 will be on its way. Bye!